Ready, I have got a NASA mug with some Coca-Cola in it. I have got a mostly full pack of Treeball Extra Strong Peppermints. And I have little else to do on an otherwise beautiful Thursday afternoon. Yes, everybody, it is the next part of Let's Play Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior on the SNES. Now, before we kick things off, a couple of things I've really got to mention. First and foremost, my original plan with this was to have one save state, if you like, whereby at the end, hold on, let's take that mint out for a moment. Oh, mint. No, whereby at the end, we eventually be able to see all my high scores or low scores or whatever, and just compare how I did with the various characters and such like. However, there was a bit of a problem with the save state, and yeah, suffice to say, it's been destroyed. Pardon me, which is annoying. However, I did have the foresight to scribble down the high score for Ryu, which was 518,406 points. So that is our target for this next character. Secondly, in the comments section of the first few parts, a few questions were asked, and at least one fairly interesting point of debate or contention, whatever you want to call it, was also raised. So I thought it might be fun at the appropriate times to share those questions or observations with the viewership at large. Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, so we've got on the level 7 of AI cheatiness, and today we are going to be playing as Dhalsim. Oh, and as a quick aside, you know, at the start of the Ryu section I pointed out the elephant and the giraffe and the bear and all that jazz. Well, I've also just noticed there's this little thing on Australia. What do you think that is? Is it a kangaroo? Is it a koala? Or is it just some random bit of brown glib? Answers on a postcard, and we've been auto-selected, which is quite nice. It sounded a bit painful, didn't it, auto-select? Ooh, gonna auto-select you in the face! Maybe not. Okay. Oh, don't be so foolish, Granny. There we go. Here we go. Now, there's an interesting little AI bug, you might call it, with Ken and Ryu and, I don't know, possibly some others. In that, because Dhalsim's outstretched, stretchy limbs of stretchiness count as a hit area, it triggers his Dragon Punch. Now, that's how I want to kick things off. With a win, a sip of Coke, and a mint. Ow. Yeah. Yeah, that got him. Ooh. Now, some people might call exploiting the AI thusly a cheap thing to do, and they'd be quite right. It is a very, very cheap thing to do, and a very cheap way to get a victory. And to anyone who might think that, I'd just like to say that I will bring this up at the next I Don't Give a Damn meeting. Oh, mint. Simply because the AI cheats enough, so let's call it divine retribution. Well, let's call it, good lord, that was fluky. Poetic justice or karmic retribution. Oh yes. Whew. Cock balls. Now, as I mentioned, oh, you cheating gimp! Look at this. See, I wouldn't. No, see, I wouldn't mind that bear taking off so much of my power if I could do the same bit back to him. But I've tried using his grabbing. You know, I think he grabs people and punches them in the head or something on hardest, but it doesn't bloody work. But anyway, as I was saying, I mentioned in the in the Ryu playthrough that this is a fairly interesting matchup. Because these two. Oh, that was. Don't you just. Oh yes! Love his little sumo torpedo thing. It's hilarious. Block again. Oh hell. Yes. Yes. Anyway. So easily distracted with the fighting, it's terrible. So yeah, these two are the ones Ryu sees going at it in a street fight on the streets of Delhi.
Round 3, fight.
Right. Woohoo! Now burn, baby, burn! Yeah. Actually, there's not really much more to say about that. I mean, Ryu, for reasons that are made nicely apparent in the film, basically swings the fight in Honda's favour. It's a fairly entertaining fight. Yes! My biggest disappointment with it is that Dhalsim doesn't do a lot of, well, anything that he does here, really. I mean, he doesn't spit fire at Honda, he doesn't... his arms don't extend to ridiculous lengths like with Mr. Fantastic. So that's a little disappointing. Time for a bit more cheapness from me. On the bright side, as I don't hopefully have to think too hard about beating this guy, I get to point out something quite nice. This, Ryu's battle stage, is probably my favourite in the entire game. I mean, it's not as interactive, shall we say, or animated as a lot of the others. I mean, there's not a great deal going on in the background. Oh, that was annoying. But I certainly do find this the most aesthetically pleasing of all the stages in the game. There we go. I don't know, it's just I just love how it looks. I love the look of it. I love the background music to it. I mean, oh, just what's not to like, really? Oh yes! Relight my fire. Sorry. Just wait until I hit him with the worm do line. Sorry. Yeah. In his face! Hoorah! See? That's what you get for being a cheap, cheating AI gimp. And this is what this gets for being a lovely, luscious mint. It gets consumed. I'll meditate and then destroy you. Yeah, so pay attention. Any of you that hit on women that do yoga. After they've called you a pervert and slapped you around a bit, they will meditate, then they will destroy you. Okay. Okay, confession time. Piss. There is a reason why the save state got a little bit destroyed. Oh. Yes! That's because this is this is not the first time I have attempted to record this playthrough. This is something like the 10th or 11th time I've attempted it. There are many reasons for this. This blonde-haired, blue-eyed Belgian prick is one of them. Now, I have no particular problem with displaying my epic suckiness at this game to the internet at large. Sod. But when it gets to a point where that was foolish. Where you cannot, no matter what you do, damn it, beat a character, then that's when I start losing the will to live, quite honestly. I mean, literally, that was like the second or third time I did this. I got to him, and it was something like battle 3 or 4. So that was dumb. Oh, you prick. By the time I'd finished failing, it was battle 14 or something equally ridiculous. Ooh, hello. And so, as you can imagine, I basically lost the will to live. Oh, shag. Threw something of a hissy fit. Oh! Cock! And just basically got really, really fed up. Hopefully it won't happen this time, because I really am determined to get this one done. But nevertheless, I'm still fairly... I mean, granted, 2 of them were beaten thanks to a cheap AI exploit, but you know. Even so, I've still got a bit further than I thought I would. Oops. Before having to... Oh, bullshit. Why, There we go. Yeah. Well, that was annoyingly unexpected. Alrighty, so that's time over for this part. Hopefully I'll fail a little less in the next part, so until then, toodly pipski.